We are here and we are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to a little bit of a knife round here. Yeah, we're gonna be watching Mcon mix versus the Drerries, and this time around, well, okay, Bingo's given up. Bingo's given up on life by the looks of it. Knife round to decide sides. Will be the Mcon mix that is, or actually, apologies me, obviously swapped around now. We'll see what the choice is going to be though. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna be good to go. Yeah, Mcon mix moving over to the T side by the looks of it. And then I'm hoping afterwards that I could get into the best of 3. That would be pretty nice at least, but yeah. Pistols coming out here. Mcon mix is trying to see what they can deliver here. It's going to be rather challenging here. We'll see what comes of it. Smiley is going to try and take that initiative here at least. That is working out decently so far for him. Spotted down the information, but he actually hasn't been able to get any of the kills yet. And Mcon will keep running towards long here. Maybe we're going to get a little bit of a snake here. Classic Counter-Strike strat, of course. Smiley is looking to get ready to fight. Seeing them drop. And oh, that means he's going to be able to find them and completely demolish them right there. That is Smiley with 3 in the round already here. And Fersen's still hiding here in the corner. He is ready to strike whenever necessary. That's the swing. Dutch boy is gonna go down. And so will Pingu. And that means that the Drerries here pick up that pistol rather convincingly here. As Mcon mix is trying to see if they can make the difference here this time around. It's a good round from Smiley there. That was so clean. And Mcon mix now. They're going to be left on the pistols around there. As you can see that the tensions are getting quite higher. There's some screaming going out back and forward here. So yeah, we'll see how this goes along though. Molotovs and such coming out. Smiley wants to see if he can get involved. Kiwi. Maybe he can do the heavy lifting here on that M4A1S. Now obviously Mcon here is limited to just pistols. Even then they're going to have a hard time if they don't do any damage in the next round here. But that's obviously what they're hoping for, right? Maybe just get a kill or 3 and a 1 plant would solve all your issues. But it is a little bit of an initial investment that you've gone for. And Katzer's looking to take that initiative here, as Dutch Boy is going to lose that battle here first. And now will be scared away. I think he has spotted the players running at him. And indeed, there will be a swing on that M4A1S, but unfortunately nobody able to connect it. Double kill picked up here. Warrior has also gone down, and so will Peak Scare. Trying to go for these cheeky 1-for-1 trades here, or at least just trying to see if they can take some straight up duels. But so far they've lost every single one of them here on the T side at least. So it surely hasn't really worked out for them as they wanted to. Pingu and Bowder are still alive though. Fersen looking to come around here on the toilet area. There's a good swing from Fersen. Smiley closes it out, and with a double kill again, he's once again finding himself making impact as we then get into our first technical pause here. Now, last time around we had Dutch Boy who had an issue. This time around it's a little bit better. He's actually borrowed another PC here. He's borrowed Ruben Bain from Mcon his PC. Very nice, honorable gesture by him. And it's the rifles coming out of the Drerries trying to see if they could get something going here. Yeah, Mcon mix are going for that buy here. And yeah, obviously they've had to make some compromises, right? You have Warrior on a Galil, you have Peaks on a Galil. Those could have been AKs. Now in return, they do have some util. There's actually not a single piece of util on Bowder here. So yeah, buy could definitely have been prettier. I think that's a fair assumption here. But we're getting into this again. Kiwi trying to lead the charge here. And Dutch Boy, oh, he's just about caught Fersen off guard. Wario will actually be the one that picks up the kill there. Fersen tried to be sneaky with it, but it doesn't really work out whatsoever. There's still util to extend this too, so no matter if they execute or not, it's not going to be great. This little boost here is going to be quite tricky to land, and it's actually going to work out great. Bingu not able to trade this, and look at this now. Sure, Shin is left on low HP here, but still, at least the numbers are completely back equal here. And unfortunately for Dutch Boy here, he was the one that wasn't able to react in time. Some Muta being juggled around, still 3 players here. Others just open up towards the other side. Flashbang coming out towards short. Everyone's so blind. Pixel still wins that duel though, and Shin is now here to try and stop them. Spam is in there. It's the first swing. Fouls is able to pick up that kill here. The Barders is still coming in there from a flank. And it means that they're actually going to be able to run into a completely open bomb site here. Fouls tried it. Yeah, that's your only chance here. And actually, it's even going to get tagged up in return. Now Fouls, well, yeah, he's got to get by Bader here. And he knows that he's going to be challenging in some way or another. And indeed, he does land that first. But a bomb site is completely empty. And as Warrior's going to get the bomb down, that should just be the end of the round. Then Shin's left on low HP. And normally wouldn't even be interested in going for this in the first place. By the looks of it, that is the plan indeed. Mcon will win their first, and you know, they do it despite having the Galils in place. You know, I think they also got given a little bit of a gift there in the beginning of the round. Obviously first not really aware of as to what was going on, and he tried to just go for that rotation immediately, but it just didn't work out whatsoever. Pingu here, trying to see if he could maybe find Shin hiding towards the playground, but decided in the top connector. Bader is actually going to go down to the bomb himself. Shin will save that M4A when that's over, and that isn't really a threat. And he should have money to drop over onto, for example, Fouls, who currently doesn't have a lot of money to work with. And indeed, the rifles will be coming on all over the place. We have Kiwi on that MP9. The AK-47's out here on Mcon mix. And yeah, we're going to see that utility coming in here. Molotovs are in place here. Dutchboy is trying to get himself involved into an early battle here. That doesn't work out. Smiley and Shin, however, pick up 2 kills immediately there. Through the wall, both of them. Flashbang coming out here towards short. Cats are still trying to take that initiative, interestingly enough. Shin tried to see if he could spot anyone. This time around, not able to. Spam still coming through on both sides. Shin going aggressively. I don't know why they decided this is worth it, but it works out really, really well, though, I gotta say, because it's a double kill for Shin. And first an enemy has been able to find himself one more on that AK-47. That means that the Drerries here will get that economy going here. They'll get a big boost, and Mcon just didn't do much damage whatsoever. And yeah, that is tough out there, because that really should have helped, but unfortunately it just hasn't. And we look to go again here. It's going to be the upgraded pistols coming out here from Mcon. Flashbangs are coming out. Big nades in between. First one's already found the first. The Dutch boy is left on low HP. And Pixka actually doing well to pick up the first kill. Smiley is the one that will go down, and Pixka now actually connects a second. The Warrior is trying to spray across, and it's going to be Fouls and Shin pick up the kills, but Pixka is on for a third here, and he's just looking to see if he could maybe get a bomb plant. I mean, that would be massive news. Unfortunately, though, he is being chased by Kiwi, and he was well aware of what the plan was, and that means that the Drerries are able to push up to 4. Despite being up against the lesser weaponry, I think they're going to be quite happy with this. This is now going to turn into a 4th round for the Drerries. And Mcon Mix now are finally able to buy up again. It is the AK-47s coming out there. And it is going to be Fersen looking to walk straight up here. Shin getting himself involved. It's the first. Smiley getting that return. Kiwi with another Bahadur. Able to deliver on that AK-47. Smiley would open up, still alive on that AWP. They have given him a little bit of space towards middle here. Warrior being the only healthy player between the two. Now keep in mind that QB is also low, so the advantage might not be as big as it looks. And 2 players here ready to defend that side. Smiley has already taken the initiative here to fight, leaving it all up to Warrior here. Warrior is in the 1v3 and he tries to adjust onto Kiwi. Was pretty close, but unfortunately it just doesn't work out. And it means that the Drerries here are able to push up to 5. Mcon Mix now really starting to struggle a little bit here. They're just not really in the right space and time here as of yet. But, you know, it is a map that even Dutch Boy said himself, it's a map they're supposed to be very comfortable on. And I haven't seen exactly that yet. I assume it might come a little bit later here, but as for now, this will have to do the trick then. Now, in the meanwhile, the League of Legends stream has been off to a good start also on the other Frag-o-Matic channel. I don't know if it's still up, but make sure to also follow along with that one here. This is technically the second channel, actually, that you guys are on. And here we go then. We're seeing that insta-smoke coming out from Fouls, and we're seeing 3 players being sent over towards this B side by the looks of it. So a little bit more B heavy, perhaps. Maybe just to throw some Mcon, maybe to try and take short control, but it's Smiley that opens up here on the bar there. And Shin finds himself another. Great stuff up there immediately, and now that door is open and Fersen can try and challenge it. But it doesn't work out. Kiwi walks in, there's the clear from Fersen. Shin's going to be able to get another. And Dutch Boy, yeah, he is very slow off this now. To get the one shot, it's not gonna happen. Fouls. Gets it in the end, and look at that actually. It's gonna be Fersen left on 1 HP only, but it doesn't matter, because that's just not gonna be good enough to get him anywhere. And now the question, of course, going forward into this is, do the Mcon Mix still have like anything up their sleeves that we haven't seen from them before? Smiley on that AWP here. And this time a fast B rush, or at least all of the players towards B. And indeed, look at how aggressive they're going on this here. Warrior, oh no, Butter's been taken down. Kiwi's in danger though, and eventually tries to get a second shot off, not able to do so. Fouls gets another. Molotov deployed, that's going to mean that Fouls is safe in there for the time being. But still, he's swinging. He's ready to fight. Shin helping out now finally, and Warrior left the 1v4. Now they know exactly where he is, and there's the drive-by from Fersen. It isn't even going to be the M3 around the corner. No, it wasn't even necessary. It's a 7th round here for the Drerries, and they are just doing so well right now. And it just seems like these teams are operating on a different level, right? And of course, it makes sense, but it's still kind of sad, no? This time around, it is the AK-47s on Warrior and his friends. It is all the rifles in place. First, I'm trying to get up close. Shin doesn't see anything. It's being exchanged here. Smiley's still stuck on that corner. It's Fersen that will get the first, trying to go through. The smoke is Bingu. A risky game plan that unfortunately just doesn't really work out. Fersen gets the first nade to try and do more damage, and force peaks go forward, and look at this from Fersen. Picks up 3. Trying to take all that initiative by himself, and it works out well. Dutch Boy is going to be able to trade. Fouls has been getting a lot of noise trying to fight Warrior here, and eventually will be able to find a headshot, leaving it all up to Dutch Boy now in the 1v3. And he wants to go forward on this. In fact, he's just gotten a freebie. And even though that's only the one, it does work out really well. Now, of course, the question is mainly just how does he fare to the rest of it. Actually, Dutch Boy very close to hitting that headshot, but he's not able to do so in the end. Kiwi picks up one more, and the Drerries, they will move on to an 8th here. It is just absolutely devastating gameplay, right? That's the only word that I've actually got for this now. Devastating. The upgraded pistols just aren't really gonna cut it, I'm afraid, either. But, you know, they have some hope here. And actually, they will kind of full commit into this with Dutch Boy now bowing up a Galil. Keep in mind that that loss bonus is kicking in hard. And good to see if they can do some damage with it. Smiley's got that up out though, and he's once again delivered for the first. And he's only just about escaped. It is going to be Shindo that will go down. Fersen is able to trade up to Bauer, as it was actually going to be Dutch Boy getting involved with that hero. Galil was the only one on a true rifle this round, and it has paid off. Smiley gets himself another. And they should now be aware that Dutch Boy is somewhere here around the short area. Well, connectors already being cut off here. And it's a double swing to make it even worse. Kiwi does that so well. And Pingu now in the 1v3. And I don't know why my other director wants to swap away from this fight. That's interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. I wanted to see that fight very badly, but it just doesn't acknowledge it. Then here on the corner, yep, there it is. Fersen will be picking up the last kill here, and that is going to be the Drerries here, moving up to 9. Basically trying to clean this up as fast as they possibly can. And I mean, obviously they are a team that can really pack a punch here with their lineup that they've got, but obviously just hoping for a little bit more, right? And that we haven't seen yet. But yes, we are here again. It is going to be the rifles coming out. Flashbangs coming into place. Fowl's hiding with a Zeus. And Kiwi's actually brought it upon himself to also buy a Zeus, so that's going to be interesting to see. He's going to get the one. The flashbang comes out, but there's nobody home. Warrior so far back still. Dutch Boy in the meanwhile has picked up another kill, and it's the first time they've had the advantage in a very, very long time here. Wanted that 2 skill badly. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work out. Warrior here just taking it easier. Nobody's taking that initiative anymore. And there is a good fight from Shin. The fact that he wins that fight is really going to give his team some perspective, especially if Smiley will then follow up. Now, of course, the other players are quite far away here. They're all kind of up there on the A side, which is actually not where Warrior and Pingu are currently hiding. So, question is, where have the last T's gone? They don't know this. Just throw a flashbang onto there. And now I think they're going to get that clue that, in fact, they were trying to go up towards this site. And well, Pingu's going to make sure this is cleared. Smiley does arrive first. Molotov on towards the bomb site means that that bomb's not going down anytime soon. Smiley's still fighting with the Desert Eagle. He doesn't care. Nade's coming out in towards site. It's going to be so spot on. And even a second nade coming. Pingu's down from 20 HP just from planting that bomb. And Smiley's picked up another. Trade is easy. A 10th round on the board for the Drerries here. And that is just not good news here for Mcon Mix yet again. It's a double-digit half here already for the Drerries. And the Mcon Mix here, well, they're just hoping there is something left for them. Which at the moment I haven't seen here. Looking to see if he can get anything done in connector, but he's actually being walked up on, and I think they have just spotted each other. There goes a flashbang. Dutch Boy is so blind, but he hasn't moved an inch, and therefore was alive, but still a sitting duck. And in the meanwhile, all the kills start coming in from the CT side here. Fersen gets himself another Pingu to try and see if they can finish it off, and well, there it is. You know, it is an 11-1 scoreline. I must say that's been one of the more dominant scorelines I have seen in a half. In playoffs, at least, that is. Now, sure, this is the lower bracket, but still. Look at that distribution of kills here, though. It is just not looking good here. But still, you know, a comeback's still possible, of course. They could still win this directly if they just win all the rounds, but is that looking likely? Not really. go in here again. Warrior trying to challenge here with the pistols. As the short walk is gonna come in. Flashbang coming in. Warrior for clean tap though. Pixka gets himself another. So far this hold very successful. Dutch boy is gonna be able to help out. And now actually Pixka gets himself another. First and the only one left. Yeah, he's gonna get overrun. And Warrior is at least gonna secure a second round there for the Mcon mix. It's going to be the Desert Eagles coming around here. Drerries, they actually want to force in. Shin's actually opted for the scout at the last moment here. That seems to be a solid game plan perhaps. I mean, if you're confident in your abilities to aim here, then I think this is actually the play. Warrior gets himself down first here. Great shot coming out. First and gets himself another. So we're into this 4-on-4 now pretty early on in this round here. Now do notice also that the T-side players are still coming across this Pingu. He's going to be able to pick up one more. And Dutch boy is now also trying to take that initiative. As they look to walk out, it is going to be another kill here on that M4A1S. Fersen will be able to get a follow-up here. And now Fersen trying to take that initiative, but that doesn't work out. Barter gets it, and now Smiley in a 1v3 here. And yes, there's now only one player left. There it is. Pingu picks up the last one. Where are they playing this? This is on our local tournament servers. And the LAN that you're watching is Frag-o-Matic, which is in Lebbeke, Belgium. It is kind of in between Ghent, Brussels and Antwerp, and it's like right in that triangle. So feel free to stop by. It's actually free to come here as a spectator if you want to get a feeling of how this all looks like and how this all feels like. You're more than welcome to just come and show up. The rules for the spectators are also on the website frag-o-matic.be. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. First in here trying to take that initiative to move up here. Smiley's gotten that first one. The spray is there from Dutch boy. And surprisingly, there wasn't a trade. Warrior gets the one. Pingu's able to trade. And now it is just a matter of time of once again cleaning out the rounds here. Smiley and Kiwi are looking to do this together. But they have got very little resources coming into this. Smiley trying to just walk up in towards this site. Now actually he's gone unnoticed for the time being, and could actually walk back in towards long here. Yeah, Smiley and Kiwi just looking to see if they can do it here. And there's the challenge now. Smiley's picked up the one. Kiwi so close to finding him that kill. Kiwi will be able to come together here with Smiley. Warrior hasn't noticed this yet, or at least he hasn't really turned around here. And Smiley now looking to push up closer. First kill by Smiley. The nades are so well placed. I mean, Kiwi's just going to get dunked on. Molotov into place means that Smiley's kind of out of the rotation for now, and they have spotted the first player coming up there. There's the swing, there's the tap, and Pingo does it. That means there is going to be plenty of time to defuse here. And Mcon, they keep it under control here. And although messy, they will convert it. Warrior gets to that defuse as soon as he can. He's picked up the ult. AK-47 out there on Pingu. They're going to be good to go here. And we do now see that the Mctan's coming out to him first. We also see those Galils right into place. Kiwi and Smiley trying to pull this together here whenever they have the opportunity to. Barter is trying to maybe a fancy wallbang. Fortunately, all the players headed towards the B side, so no one's actually going to be there to really get in there. Kiwi is going to take his time moving out there. Shin's already got the first kill with the Molotov onto Pixka. And Shin then follows up. Pingu with a little bit of a trade. Now we do see that Pingu's going to turn around, get himself another kill. Smiley with the trade, and in the end, the trades are a net positive here for the Drerries, but that bomb still needs to be planted here. And the nades are coming out in towards the side. Both players coming from the heavens here. Val's just trying to see where he can escape closely. Smoke coming out, trying to sell this fake onto Kiwi, and well, they do discover that there was a player hiding, but that smoke is now still in the way, and they're not able to progress further as of yet. Val's was considering looking at that boost over there, but they haven't gone for this boost, despite both players being there. Force now pushes out in towards water. Good wide swing. And 1v1 now into place. Val's is trying to play the long game here. Time is ticking away. There's the last swing. Butter gets it. And is there time to defuse? I don't think he's got a kit though. And it's gonna be close. But has he done it? It's gonna just be so tight. No, he doesn't have it. And the Drerries, they move on to map point here. As the stream has been live for, oh my, 10 hours already, guys. It is the Desert Eagles coming through here, Dutch Boy and Peaks Cup. To see if he can do this. Molotov's coming out here. Person wants to get himself closer up here. Other now trying to take that connector space away here, and he's already found the first kill onto Kiwi here. And I do notice that the Drerries are playing a little bit more of a risky game plan, and more aggressive, more dry peeking, more puggy kind of playstyle, I want to say. Shin picks up another one though. Fouls picks up another. Pingu wants this, that does not work out, and that's going to be the first kill. Person now picks up another. A 2v3 has been established here. Mcon makes are kind of out of players here. Both players coming from connector. That bomb is making its way over towards long. Fouls is soon going to find this out. There's the spray. Maybe now has noticed a second. I don't know if he still was able to hear the FAMAS shots. So he was on his way out, and the bomb has been planted though, and we're in this 2-on-2 that needs to be won here by the Mcon mixers if they want to stay alive in this tournament. These nades very aggressive. Pingu. Let's see if they could do the trick, and now actually they haven't spotted out the player behind them, and there's the execution from behind. Smiley and Shin, they do it.